Now let's write a class that is going to help us to print out the Sudoku board so we can see what's going on. So this is going to be a very simple one. I'm going to create another class in the workers, and I'm going to name this one SudokuBoardDisplayer. SudokuBoardDisplayer. And that's it. I will then have a method saying public void display, and that will take in some arguments, string title, and int Sudoku board. So it's going to be the title, whatever title we want to give it, and then the actual Sudoku board, so we can go ahead and print that out. And actually I don't need this block, so let me take that out, and I will say if title equals to, or it equals, if the title is not empty string, it does not equal to empty string, then console write line, and write line the following. Inside of the parentheses, we say the following. This is the template that we're going to use, and then we're going to say title, and then we're going to say environment, new line. This is just us saying once you write the title, go to a new line. That's it. Even though write line is already going to give us a new line, we also want another line to kind of create a space between the Sudoku board and the actual title. So that's how you can add a new line. You can also do console write line again, but this is just a cleaner way of doing it. So now we need to iterate through our two-dimensional array, and this is how you can do it. So I will write the for loop right here. Row equals 0, and then row is less than Sudoku board dot get, not enumerator, get length 0, and then row plus plus. So let me go over this real quick. Just a simple loop. All we are doing though here is we're saying grab the first dimension of the two-dimensional array. So we're trying to see the length of the rows. And then if we say get length and we pass in 1, that's actually going to allow us to get the length of the columns. So that's how you get the total rows and total columns. Rest is pretty much the same. So here you will say console write line. In this case, we will do write though, not write line. And we're going to say that symbol, right? We're going to say the pipe symbol. And you can actually copy this because it's going to be very similar. And we can say call for column. And just copy and paste that there. And get the second dimension, which is the columns. So total columns. And then console write line. And within that, we're going to say Sudoku board and the row, the specific row that we're on and the specific column that we're on, get it, print it, and right next to it, put that symbol. So we can also do is this, so we can, just create a template and do that and not have to do plus. It's much cleaner. So we're saying just do that and just right next to each other. So it's going to be the number and then the pipe symbol. And then at the end, once you are done, say write line, and that's it. And then go here and print another new line. So you can give more space in case you need to print another thing after it. So this will basically print our Sudoku board. Let me go over this part because this might be confusing. All I'm doing here is I'm saying when you start printing the columns in the row, start with this pipe symbol, and then as you're adding new column elements, new columns, then put the value of the column and right next to it, put pipe. This one just says, okay, well, the first one just needs to have a pipe in front of it. So just do that already and then do the rest of them. You can do this many different ways. It's just one trick where you have the first symbol and then you iterate for the rest of them. Essentially just to do this, right? We want to print out this. So what we're doing is we're printing out the pipe here. And then for every element, we're doing the element and the pipe, element and the pipe, element and the pipe, so on and so forth until we get to the last, which is going to be element and the pipe. And we're going to get this as an end result. And we're going to do the same thing for this. After we do console write line, go to the next line, do this same thing, same thing, until we get the whole thing. And we're going to see the two-dimensional array printed out to the console. And that's pretty much it.